Hi, Eva here. So today I thought I would show you my newest gadget. I got one of these drawing gum high precision masking markers from Pebeo. Pebeo is my favorite masking fluid. It looks like this, and I have two bottles, and one of them is one I got from England, and one is one I got from the United States. And I also get them in the big, because I paint a lot, I get them in the big container here so I can refill my little ones. And so if you are in the United States, I think the label looks like this, and if you're in Europe, it looks like they use a slightly different, more blue color, so I don't know. But anyway, I thought since I had both kinds, I would show you both kinds. I got my high precision masking marker from England, but now they are also available in the United States. I have talked to my local art supply store, Nevada Fine Arts, in Reno, and so they have put these on order, so they're going to be available probably by the time you see this video if you live in my area. And if you don't, I'm sure you can find it on Amazon or wherever you get your paints. And if you use one of your local art stores, which you should, then if they don't have it in stock, I'm sure if you ask them, they will get it for you. I have tried many other types of markers in the past. I've tried these Molotov. They're from Graphic Art masking liquid pump marker. And they came in, they come in two different sizes, but they're felt pens. So you can see this is the fine one. And it doesn't give a very fine mark. And obviously the one that's bigger has even bigger tip. So they're like a felt marker. And I'm not a huge fan of them. They're fine for some things, but I do find that it seems like the blue color on some papers it seems to stain. So I'm kind of a little leery of it because of that. And so when I saw that this one was available on the SAA website, that's Society for All Artists, which is an art organization out of Great Britain, I got really intrigued because I noticed that it had a much finer tip. So when I got it, it came with an extra. So there's an extra tip here on the lid that I see if I can get it out. I don't know if I can here. Might need a tool. But anyway, you can take. Oh, I hold it so you can see it. You can take the nib out, and then you can rinse it under water, rinse it out, and then you can put it back in again. And it says to take it out and rinse it out every time you're done using your marker. That's what it says on the little instruction. I even read the instructions, which I don't always do. But yeah, so that's what it says. And it also said it's best to store it flat, like this, horizontal. So let's try it out. I did just a little tiny sketch here, and I'm going to zoom in now so that you can see better what I'm doing on the paper. So first, when you start out with this little high precision marker, you want to give it some pumps. You want to pump it. You can't see that, huh? Let's see. Where am I here? So you want to pump it a little bit to get it going. It can take a little while to get it going. So if you press down, and then you can see I have a little spot there. And then now it's good to go. And what I like about it is that, I mean, you if I were you, I would do it somewhere where you're not, you know, drawing, so you don't start with a dot. And so here, see, it does very fine lines. They're so fine that sometimes you can barely see them. And if it's not flowing, just give it another little pump and it should go again. You can also shake it a little bit. So here, it kind of got stuck. So that's the only thing. I find it can be a little hard. It can be a little hard to get it going. Okay, so here we are. Now it's going perfect. So I'm just going to do some of these little things. And so you get some very, very fine lines with this one here. That's the beauty of this marker. Very, very fine lines. If you need to fill out bigger areas, you know, I wouldn't use this one. This is for precision work. And it does need a little pump once in a while, because it does seem to kind of gets where you don't get any flow. So that's the only kind of drawback, I would say. But I really like it. I have used it in a couple of paintings, and I do like it. And so here, if I'm gonna make some little, it's gonna be some little Queen Anne's, so I can do some of those little marks here and some of the little, there. All right, so you can see very fine lines and for precision work. Okay, so this is still drying, and I just wanted to show you that you can unscrew the top here. It's kind of hard, so that's why I used a pair of pliers. And then you can refill the pen, and you know, obviously I've been thinking about how, yeah, that sounds nice, right? But how the heck are you going to do that? So my thought is, and I haven't tried it yet, I mean, you definitely, I mean, pouring, forget it. That's going to be one huge mess. I just want to make sure I screw this thing all the way on again. There's nothing worse than little mishaps with your masking fluid. I have had plenty of those. And I can report that masking fluid does not come out of your clothing. So let's not go there. Okay, that's good. So let me show you what my thought was. So long time ago, I bought a refilling kit for my printer, you know, so that I could refill the ink cartridges myself. And so it came with some syringes like this one here. And they actually had needles, but you know, don't need that. And so I was thinking, I can suck up some of the masking fluid from one of my containers, suck it up, and then this one will fit inside the masking pen once I've taken the top off, and then I can just gently press down and I can refill it that way. So I just thought I'd share that tip with you if you are wondering yourself. And it's the same with these Molotov. If you have these, they can also be refilled. You can take the top off, but you can see it's a very, very small little opening. So I don't know if it's going to work with the syringe, but I think it might. Let's just try. I think it might. And actually, if I was going to refill these, I would refill them with the Pebeo masking fluid. Yeah, that would work. I would refill them with the Pebeo masking fluid, because then I don't have to worry about if they stain the watercolor paper. So just a thought. And I have one other painting I was going to show you something on. So here I was painting these little snowballs. And on the leaves, I would like to be able to paint that little white. They usually have kind of like a little white, or not maybe white, but a light little stripe up the middle. And so I was going to go in here after it's removed the masking fluid and put that back in again. And on this particular little stem, it goes over this leaf that's in the background, and so I could go in and then just protect that little skinny stem, and I can go in and do that stripe down the center of the leaves. So it's dry now, and I can take my rubber cement eraser and rub off the masking fluid I put inside some of these little leaves to retain that little white marking, and also the stem there. And so you can see you get a really nice, and here was also masking on there. You can get some really nice fine lines. So that's where they come in handy, for those really light and tiny little lines that you might want to save. And it rubs off very easily. And as always, you don't want to leave it on your watercolor paper for too long, because that's not going to be a good thing. But there you have it. Thank you for watching, and for me the Pebeo pen is a thumbs up.